for hacks, guys. What is going on today? I have an Aura's Wi-Fi battle against Michelle. This was a really good match. I did go ahead and speed it up to about 160% because it is a little bit of a longer battle, but with it being sped up, obviously it's going to be a little bit shorter. So we're going to go ahead and get this started. She's going to lead off with Diddy Kong over here, her and Fraynape. I'm going to lead off with my Zapdos. And then I am going to just be staying in here. He's going to go for the fake out, which is fine with me. And then I'm actually... Do I switch out here? I can't remember if I switch here. No, she switches here. And then she's going to go out to Great Malboro, which is this Venusaur over here, smoking it up, man, as I go for the discharge. Unfortunately, no paralysis here. Going to get a little bit of leftovers back. It's going to put me back to full after taking that fake out. And then I'm going to go out into my Ferrothorn here because I was a little worried. I was thinking, well, it might be Mega Venu. She might go for Sleep Powder, and she did end up going for the Sleep Powder, so I'm pretty happy that I did end up switching out there. She's going to switch back to the Diddy Kong, and I'm going to set a layer of spikes up on the ground over there, just chilling. I'm going to go for Protect here to scout a little bit. Going to go for the Fire Punch. That pretty much tells me that she's not running Flare Blitz, so I'm going to switch out of my Politoed here, but she makes a great prediction and goes for the Close Combat, which is good for her. I'm not going to lose my Politoed over it, which is good, but I am going to be taking about 60%. And then, you know, she's going to be switching out here, back out into the Venusaur. And I actually ended up switching out into my Zapdos here. So I kind of made a bad, I didn't make a bad switch, but she definitely outpredicted me there. And then I'm going to be switching back into my Ferrothorn, because obviously I do not want anything asleep if I don't have to take it. And there isn't much Venusaur can do to a Ferrothorn, unless they were running HP Fire. But the rain is up, so it wouldn't matter too much anyway. I'm going to get some leftovers here, and then I am going to be setting up a second layer of spikes, I do believe, as she ends up going out into Charlie Horse, which is that Charizard over there. So I have 2 layers of spikes up now, which is great. I really want to try and get that 3rd layer up if at all possible, because it definitely will make a big difference between the 2nd and 3rd layer. She's going to Mega Evolve here into Charizard Y, which is fine with me. I think I end up staying in and going for Protect here. And then I probably end up going out to Politoed after this. That's what I would assume. She shows off the Heat Wave. Heat Wave, it has better accuracy than Fire Blast, although I would still run Fire Blast if it were me. So the rain is up now. She ends up going for the Heat Wave, which is fine. I'm not going to take too much damage with it, especially with me being a water type and the rain being up. And then she's going to go back out into Great Marlboro, which is the Venusaur. And I think I ended up going for Scald here. I really wanted to try and burn this Venusaur if at all possible, and unfortunately I do not get a burn. I am going to switch out here. I want to try and save my Politoed, especially since she does have that Zard Y. I'm going to go back out into my Ferrothorn. She ends up going for the Giga Drain again, which is fine. Again, not going to be doing too much damage to me, and this gives me the perfect opportunity to get my 3rd layer of spikes up, especially since she has no Defogger and no Rapid Spinner. But she's going to go out to King Spooky, which is that Gengar over there. I'm going to get my spikes up, which is fine with me. Got 3 layers up, so I'm nice and pretty right now. And then I'm just going to go for Protect here, scout a little bit, see what this Gengar wants to do. Does reveal the Focus Blast, which is fine with me, but I am going to switch out because taking a Focus Blast is not something I want to do on my Ferrothorn. I'm going to go out to Inside the O. I am Assault Vested, and I am Thick Fat, so that Icy Wind is actually not going to be doing too much to me at all. And she's going to end up switching out here, and I do believe I end up going for the knockoff here, as she ends up going out to Sylveon. Again, perfectly fine with me, as I am Assault Vested, and I'm not going to take too much damage from anything that the Sylveon can throw at me. I ended up knocking off the Choice Specs as well, which is great for me. Bullet Punch not dealing nearly enough damage to me. Ends up going for the HP something there. I would assume that it was Ice, because it really did not do anything, but who knows, it could have been Fire as well, predicting the Ferrothorn to come in. So regardless, I am Thick Fat, so it really wouldn't have mattered either way, but you know, it is what it is. And here you can really see the 3rd layer of spikes coming in nice and handy. Gonna go for a Bullet Punch and finish off the Venusaur. So I am looking really good right now. She's gonna go out to Jingle Keys, otherwise known as Boo Boo Keys, the Clef Key. Ends up going for the Reflect there, which is fine. I'm going to go for the knockoff, get rid of that Light Clay, because I do not want those screens up for very long, if at all possible. I am going to switch out here because I don't want to take a Thunder Wave on my Hariyama, if at all possible. Ends up going for the Thunder Wave, so I'm pretty happy that I went out into my Zapdos. Going to go for the Light Screen here, get both of those screens up. She has 7 turns left on the Reflect and 5 on the... 5 on the Light Screen. She's going to go back out into King Spooky here, as I do end up going for the Discharge. And not doing enough damage. I really wish that I was able to do more damage with my Zapdos, but that's a trade-off when you run a more defensive Zapdos like that. I'm going to switch out to my Hariyama. I'm going to take the Shadow Ball really easily here. Actually going to double switch back out and go out into my Zapdos, and I was really expecting her to switch back out into possibly Klefki, but she ends up going for the Sludge Wave. I'm going to take a massive amount of damage on my Zapdos. Thankfully no poison, and thankfully my Zapdos is still alive, but it is a bit unfortunate. I am going to be switching back out again into my Ferrothorn here, hopefully predicting another Sludge Wave, ends up going for the Shadow Ball. So I'm actually getting tossed around here quite a bit, taking a lot of unnecessary damage. However, that Gengar is Life Orbed, so that is wearing down that Gengar quite a bit. Light Screen is now gone. Going to go for the Protect. Oh, that's why the damage wasn't there with the Discharge, because the Light Screen was up. I heard that. Yeah. But the Reflect is now gone as well. Gonna go for the Focus Blast. I think I am gonna lose my Ferrothorn here, so it's a bit unfortunate, but I did get all my layers of spikes up, so that is good. Gengar is pretty much beaten down at this point. Reflect and Light Screen are both gone, so I'm free to go for a Bullet Punch here. And unfortunately, I still don't take out that Gengar, which really sucks, but the Gengar is gonna die to the Life Orb there, which is good. So gonna go out to the Diddy Kong here, which is fine with me. I am a little bit scared of this thing, however, and I do want to save my Hariyama if at all possible, because it does have 2 priority moves on it, and they can both come in handy later on in the match. Gonna go for a Fake Out here. Zapdos is gonna be easily living that. Gonna get my leftovers back up, and gonna go for an Earthquake here, predicting my Roost, but unfortunately for him, or her, I should say, Zapdos is a lot slower than Infernape, especially when you don't have any speed investment. Gonna go for the Fire Punch here, which is fine with me, not gonna be hurting me too much. Gonna go for a Discharge, deal a decent amount to the Infernape, and again, leftovers recovery coming in nice and handy here. Gonna go for another Fire Punch, gonna take me down to about 40%, hit him with another Discharge, and that Infernape is now out of here. So I'm sitting pretty nice right now. Zapdos is about 45%. Gonna go out into the Charlie Horse, the Charizard over here. And I do need to be careful, because this Charizard can be a huge problem if I'm not careful and all that jazz. But I'm going to go to my Politoed here. I want to get rid of that Sunlight if at all possible. Going to go for the Heat Wave. Again, Politoed going to be living this. However, I don't really think that I can take another hit. Going to go for the Heat Wave. I think actually I do. No. Got the max roll that time, so I do end up losing my Politoed, which kind of sucks, because if he would have min rolled like it should have, that would have been really good. I'm going to go on to my Blastoise here, nice and Mega Blastoise. She's going to go back out into Jingle Keys, which is fine with me, but again, the spikes are coming in nice and handy here, dealing 25% to that Klefki every time it switches in, so that thing's pretty much dead. Going to go for a Water Pulse here. The Jingle Keys is out of here, man. And all she has left, I believe, is this Charizard. So once this Charizard is out of here, I should be pretty good to go, but I do need to be careful. I know that I can live 1 hit from this Charizard, even if it is a Solar Beam, so I know that I can take 1. I am going to live with 16 HP, going to hit him with a Dark Pulse just to get damage off. Unfortunately, not going to be enough. I am going to switch out here, go out to Inside the O, and I really should have sacked off my my Blastoise right there and then gone out into this thing, because I am going to get the Heat Wave burn, and I am going to lose my Hariyama here. And that's really unfortunate, because with a Fake Out, I could have switched back out into Blastoise, gone for another Fake Out, and that would have won me the match. Going to go out to Kevin here, going to hit him with the Crunch, and unfortunately just not enough damage, lives with 1 HP. I am going to lose Kevin here. Goes for the Fire Pledge, easily going to be able to take me out regardless of the crit. Going to go out to my Zapdos, and I actually end up losing this match, because I misplayed with the Hariyama, so that it really is unfortunate. All I have left is my Blastoise, and I am going to lose that here to this Charizard, because it definitely outspeeds me. It goes for the Solar Beam. Would have been awesome if the Sunlight would have ended and she misclicked Solar Beam, because then I would have won. But unfortunately, I lose this match. So I hope you guys enjoyed this Wi-Fi battle today. Definitely make sure to leave a like on it if you did. It would be much appreciated. If you're new and you want to see more Wi-Fi battles like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button. It would really help me out, guys. Also, I'm going to be doing Wonder Trades today on stream, so definitely make sure you come by if you want to do all that Wonder Tradery goodness. Twitch.tv/HaydenMadeEm. There is a link in the description to that. Probably going to start around 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so definitely make sure to come on by if that's what you're interested in doing. But anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. May the hacks be with you all. Peace out.